Hi again. I am attempting to make a seatbelt cover out of scrap fabric that was made at a sweatshop, courtesy of the Waltons. Now, you guys probably think that I'm a real insensitive cunt. You're right a little bit, but you're also wrong, because I think about quite a bit that goes on, and a lot of people don't think about anything that goes on. They get mad about stuff that they're told to get mad about because it's easier to just go along with, what people tell you. It's so much easier than to, do your own research and think that the world's a piece of shit because of the research that you've done, and not because, Rachel Maddeaux tells you that this is shitty, Hey! Okay, so Paisley is on top of my vehicle. I don't know how Fiona feels about that. Who knows? My car might really like all the attention from my cats, but Arlo doesn't do it, but it's mainly Paisley. Oh. She might come on in here. She likes my car a lot. The other night, she got in my car and I couldn't figure out where the fuck she was, and then I remember that she had crawled in here. She was in my car for 2 hours, and I felt bad. I felt like a bad mommy, like those really terrible moms that leave their kids in a really hot car, and sometimes they end up dying of heat exhaustion. That always sucks when that happens, does it not? See, that comment right there, people would probably think, wow, you're really insensitive. You're just making fun of these things. No, I'm drawing attention to these things. It's important. Hey, baby. Hey. What are you doing? You need your little scratching post, honey. Let's see if I can figure this out. This is so fucking ghetto. It really is. This is the most ghetto thing I think you've ever done in this car. But I think it's important for comics to talk about stuff that's really fucked up, And if they can talk about stuff that's fucked up in a really humorous way, and it might sound cold and insensitive, but it's no, I'm thinking about this stuff. You're cold and insensitive because you're not thinking about this stuff. You're going out of your way to feign outrage about it or distract yourself from it. So I think I'm a lot better than you are, because I'm actually trying to do something creative with our horrible piece of shit world that we live in. So, booyah. I can't believe you're fucking doing this shit. Yeah, it does look bad. I don't care though. This seatbelt will be so much more comfortable because I'm doing this. It's exciting. Like, I'm actually excited to drive tomorrow because I'll be able to use this seatbelt. I just want to be excited to use the seatbelt because obviously I am not, for reasons that I think I've already explained. It's not just because I hate the government and I hate, like, being restricted. I hate rules that I have to follow by people that tell me that they have good intentions, but really they just want power over me. They just want to tell me what to do. This isn't about me, like, not getting into an accident. They don't give a fuck about that. Well, I think it will be a little bit more comfortable. It probably won't be as comfortable as those furry ones, though. Yeah, you know, they have, like, furry seatbelt covers. But I was like, fuck that. I'll just spend $1.27. And maybe some, like, little Chinese boy that works at a sweatshop will be able to eat. Maybe they'll be able to drink. Yeah, see, in China, they're allowed a phone and they're allowed alcohol. I hear that, like, alcoholism is, like, a huge problem in China. And I'm like, is it really a problem? It sounds like a solution. Solution to communism is just get fucking loaded every fucking day. I get it, though. I do. Fuck, that's what a lot of people do here, too. You know? Nobody knows how to deal with reality. Because reality is terrible. It's like, it seemed like I was thinking about, like, people that think that, like, the redistribution of the wealth is, like, the answer. But I'm like, clearly, like, I don't know. Like, this isn't just a knock on socialism. This is just, like, a knock on this idea. I would say, like, I was thinking about Fight Club. And I was like, I think that what that movie, from a political perspective, is trying to reveal, and I don't think that either Chuck Palahniuk or David Fincher had this intention, but I think that there's not going to be a political philosophy that makes you happy. You have to make yourself happy. And that's why I think that libertarianism is the way to go. Because libertarianism is all about, like, figuring out ways to make yourself happy and not relying on anybody else. And yeah, we hate the government with a fire and brimstone passion, but it's not just about that. It's about, hey, where's my tape? Where's my tape? It's all about, like, finding ways to make yourself happy. You know, like, working hard and making money, but making, like, money is not, like, you know, the main focus. It's just, I want to make enough money to, like, get by. Like, that's all I really care about. I mean, obviously, I'm not even making money selling pot cookies. So, it's, because money doesn't make me happy. Money just makes me buy more shit, you know? That it's just a temporary, like, I don't want to say it's a distraction. I don't really think that I'm, like, I used to be a compulsive spender, like, really bad. But I don't feel like I do that anymore because I'm not, like, desperate for this idea of, like, fixing myself. And I think that that's what a lot of people, that's why people buy stuff, is because, like, they're trying to fix something in their life. And so they think, hey, if I buy this car, or if, I mean, the classic example would be, you know, when somebody goes through a midlife crisis and they buy, like, a sports car, or, you know, like, women who so often buy overzealous quantities of makeup, and, you know, they get their hair done, or, you know, it's like they're trying to fix something about themselves. So they think that if they change the way that they look, or they change, you know, they buy a new pair of heels or a new pair of jeans or something like that, then that will, you know, make them feel good about themselves. But then that feeling only lasts for, like, a couple days. And I mean, I have to watch myself. So there's all kinds of, like, really awesome, like, anti-government attire that I can get on the internet, and I've given myself, like, a 3-day, like, grace period. So it's like, if 3 days I still want to buy these items, I'll buy them in 3 days, but I'm not just getting impulsive and buying a bunch of shit on the internet, because I know that that's a recipe for destruction. I already spent, like, something like, oh god, this smells so bad. Why did you just smell it then? You're like, it smells terrible. It's like you just stuck your face into a toilet or something, you know? Yeah, I'm stupid that way. I really am. But yeah, it's like, yeah, I spent like $300 something just going on Redbubble. Now I'll probably still keep buying anti-government t-shirts. I know I will. That's not gonna stop. But I don't want it to be like, okay, I'm fixing something, or like I'm trying to, like, prove that I hate the government. I think that everybody knows that, just based on my, you know, attitude about everything. Okay. Is this better? Well, now it's really uncomfortable, because you've made it, like, super tight. Yeah, this probably was the problem with doing this. I guess I could, like, Oh my God, Amy. Why did you do this? This is dumb. Maybe this was dumb. I was trying to be cool, man. I was trying to be cool and do something creative, and I think it just made it worse. Because now it's like really uncomfortable. Here. See, I'm a makeshift person, so there you go. That works. As long as you can just like inch it up a little bit. There you go. And slide it back down. See? See this? I gotta show y'all. This is really cool now. Look at this. It's my very own makeshift seatbelt cover. I did this myself. Look at that. See? This is electrical tape. But this is pretty cool though. I promise. It's cool. It's cool as shit. Look at that. Look at that. Isn't it ghetto as fuck? I'm awesome. Well, that's cool because it can slide, though. It's good that you didn't tape it the other way because you were going to. And you're like, no, that doesn't make sense. And you were right. I'm kind of tempted to put it on a little bit more, but it probably won't work if I... Yeah, fuck that. Should I cover my seatbelt with this stuff, too? Because that would be fun. Let's do that! Because I have all this extra... I have all this extra fabric. I don't know if you could do that and it would work. Yeah, I don't know. Let's see. Let's see. I'm so ghetto. Look at this shit. I think you'd have to cut it. Because if it's going in a circle, they're mad. They want to eat. You'll get your chance to eat. You will. You've waited this long. You can wait just like 10 more minutes, babies. You can. You can wait. Some people don't get to eat like ever. And then they die of starvation. Think about those people. Yeah, you guys probably think that I'm a really bad cat mommy. Sometimes I'm a bad cat mommy. Not all the time, though. Just right now. Meow. Meow. I'm really good at meowing. People think that I'm a cat. Like, they hear me meow, and they, like, think that there's a cat in the room. Meow. There are lots of different cats, though, that can meow in different ways. But the meow is pretty generic. Dogs aren't the same, like, different breeds have different barks. I had this friend of mine that had a Bichon Frise. Oh my god. Those are the most annoying dogs in the world. All they do is bark. They're cute as fuck, but they're also stupid as fuck. This particular Bichon was obsessed with cigarettes. He used to eat all my cigarette butts. And he'd eat like fresh packs of cigarettes too. Totally addicted. You've only gotten like one part of it. I know. It's complicated. Oh, fuck. Yeah, so this is my life. This is the kind of shit that I get involved in. I do a lot of creative stuff. People probably think that it's weird. I mean, I do live my life. I'm a very unconventional person, in case you didn't know. Very, very unconventional. I just really, really hate the way that things are. Like, I think that things are pretty lame. So, I try not to... I try not to be like the things that I have a problem with. So if I live my life in the most creative way possible, I feel like that's the biggest fuck you to society. Because it's like I'm not giving in to, you know, like how what I find personally like so problematic about today's culture and how disgustingly uncreative it is. I mean, just listen to music and like movies. It's like everything is so gross now. And it's easy to blame the president, but I don't think it's just him. I feel like it's like everything with just technology and it's just boring. You know, everybody's so boring. And they don't think for themselves. And so it's hard to be interesting, you know, if you're not actually thinking for yourself. Like, how the fuck are you gonna say anything remotely intelligent or do anything innovative or that's just my problem with this culture. But I don't like a lot of people. I think that they're just like apathetic about it. They're just like, oh, well, this is just the way it is. I'm like, yeah, this is why you're lame. This is why, like, you're a boring person, because this is like the kind of shitty attitude that you have about it. You're just sort of like accepting that things are the way that they are. But like, I find it funny that all these people that want to say that they're resisting this presidency, it's like, how are you resisting it when you're just like really boring? Like, you're not doing anything interesting to resist. Like, don't you think, like, if you really hated this president so much, you would do something more than just like some lame ass poster? You know what I mean? It's just kind of the same thing the same issue that I have with like Christian music. It's like if you really loved God so much, like, don't you think that you do something more interesting than like just this, like, I don't even know how to describe it, but it's just so fucking cheesy. And I think that Christianity is like anything but cheesy. Like, if you think about it, Jesus Christ died on a motherfucking cross. Like, if that's not badass, I don't know what is. He was fucking beaten to a pulp and then crucified. All so that people could whine because they have to stand in line or they have to wait for something. It's like, he was crucified for the most ungrateful pieces of shit. And I don't know. It's hard for me to like have much sympathy for people in this culture. I don't know. I feel like people are just so fucking lame. But yeah, it's like, if you want to know why, like, people just find like the Christian religion somewhat nauseating, it's because of that. I think it has a lot to do with Christian music and how arrogant it is, because it's just so cheesy and it doesn't even feel remotely genuine. Well, it's a cash grab too. It's definitely a cash grab. I mean, like, churches have really like done themselves in, you know? That's what sucks about it, because it's like, man, this used to be a good thing until it became about money, and now it's a terrible thing. Capitalism. That's just the culture, though. The culture that fetishizes money, or the culture that fetishizes, like, stuff. That's not what Jesus was about. Like, personally, like, I just don't understand, like, how, like, what's his face? Joel Osment, is that his name? I don't understand how he sleeps at night. Like, just knowing that, like, this is what's become of, like, the Christian religion. It's just so depressing. Anyway. That was dark. That was dark. I always end up talking forever. I was like, I'm gonna put up a really short video, and then, like, that never fucking happens. Because I'll just start talking, and, like, I won't be able to shut up. I'm sorry, y'all. I hate myself sometimes. I hate myself because of, like, how predictable I am. And, like, it's like I never say what I really want to say anyway. Like, I watch these videos and I think that they're, like, entertaining and they're interesting to say the least, but, like, that doesn't mean anything to me. It just doesn't. I don't care about that. I just want people to get something out of it, and if they don't, then it's just a waste of my time and everybody else's time. Anyway, not to be cynical. Look at this so far. Do you see? I think it's pretty cool so far. It's also kind of ridiculous. Anyway, I gotta make pot cookies. I don't know if that's why I'm delaying. I'm just like, I'm just gonna put fabric on my seatbelt and my steering wheel, because that'll be fun. I don't have to get high just yet. But, you think I wouldn't be able to wait for that experience, especially considering the night I've had, but I don't know. I kind of just feel like doing this, mainly because I told myself that I was going to do it. And now I finally am. So, yay! Finally doing stuff that I say I'm going to do. But yeah, I'm going to finish this, but I'll talk to you guys later. Goodbye.